Trash Monkey returns. It's probably going to be a shit show because my phone's doing all kinds of funky shit right now. So, whatever. Whatever. Back here on the phone. Got some dinner from my mama. And just waiting on this paycheck to drop. Waiting on this paycheck to drop. You can check it with me. Well, you can't see my bank account, but we'll check it together. Then we'll ride down to the store, get some amenities. And it looks like everything's going to be all right. I just need to manage my fucking money better, but it seems like I'm going to make rent and my other obligations and keep paying off debts. What's up to everyone? Yeah, I was late because of my phone. I blame my phone. It does the stupid thing where the clock like freezes if I do the wrong thing or something. It's really stupid. So I was looking at it and I was like, stuck at 11:46. Stuck at 11:46. This is the longest minute ever. And then I was like, oh yeah. And then I had to, adjust shit and realized that it was time to go on. Better late than never. Had a decent type of day. It's getting fucking hot out here. It was like in the high 70s today and the 80s yesterday, so we're already getting that fucking probably going to be a pretty hot summer. Well, looks like we got a couple new subscribers over. What's up, Cap? Gorilla's Random Thoughts, and I can't remember the other guy who was in chat. I saw his channel name. Saw they subscribe. Much love. Yeah, I like to find weird shit in all corners of the internet. So you want some very different content, go check out Gorilla's Random Thoughts. He's usually gaming, chatting, doing random thoughts, and they have like movie nights and stuff. But they host it through YouTube, but it's not live on YouTube. It has to link to a different site because it's copyright shit. So, but still good fun. Yep. So I'm just waiting for the ball to drop, and then hopefully those funds see their way into my account. I mean, I could see the pending, posted deposit. So usually right about midnight. Any luck? And we'll have to go all the way down to 7-Eleven, which is fine because I like them better, and I'm pretty sure I'm 86 from Shell. And if it's the dude I know who's usually working there, he'll know me. And if the other dude said anything to him, then yeah, probably. He's usually pretty cool with me, but yeah, I'm just gonna go to 7-Eleven. It's fine. It's fine. I'm supposed to hear back from corporate. I did contact corporate. Like, check your management. They're like, do you want an apology? I was like, no, I don't want the motherfucker to apologize to me. I just want to fucking check his fucking behavior, like his customer service skills, bro. Train that guy. I was a total dick to him, so it's all good. See, I'm still on the hunt for the fucking car keys. I got this piece over here. This is the arm that I need to put in. Looks like I'm gonna have to do it myself. 4-foot fucking bar or something. So I have to acquire the tools for that. I don't negotiate with terrorists. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was going to say about this fucking bus driver, but then I was like, well, it kind of worked itself out. I mean, I don't fuck with him, he don't fuck with me. Just give him his little fucking power trip for all of 5 minutes when he walks from his bus to his van. And then I walk up like, drive off. Roll on, motherfucker. Your work day is done. He always will too. He'll sit there like 5-10 minutes after his shift. just staring up at the bus until it's about to take off. Now I'm just standing between him and the bus. So he has to look at me and be uncomfortable. Fucking guy's a trip, and I guess it's just a matter of trickle down economics in a way. He gets shit on by his bosses, since I can't do shit to him. I'm the little guy, so I'm gonna be his little whipping post for a few months while he gets over the fact that he still ain't in control. No, I mean, he is in control technically. He could just, well, I probably shouldn't mention the specifics, but yeah. He'll have to do what he's doing, but he'd suffer repercussions if he didn't. I guess it's the only way I can word that. It's always repercussions, right? Just smoking a little herb. Only got a little left, so I should probably take it easy until we get back. I'll have to clean up this fucking laundry, I guess. I might have left my laundry in the dryer. Not sure how that worked out, but yeah, people get a little sketchy when you, left my laundry in the dryer yesterday before I left for work. So not like just earlier, but if that is indeed what happened, or maybe I don't know. Don't remember. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. By the way, whose glasses are they, Cap? I don't know. The mustache is getting. I have time tomorrow, like I always say. I'm supposed to go get my fucking ears lowered, and they have like an old timey barber shop down here, so I might actually have them do my shave too. I don't know. Trim up the mustache for me. So I can never quite get it lined up. Not that I've tried lately. Oh, I need to get me one of those. Yeah, laundry and me, no, it's like I have like my regular, my set of work clothes, which is like 2 shirts, 3 pairs of pants, and a jacket and a hat. And then I've got, like my street clothes, which whatever that means. And then I've got like my go out clothes, which I never wear because I never go out, right? And so between that, I've got like I've got the wardrobe thing, with all my stuff hanging, my work shirts and a couple pairs of pants. And then I've got a suitcase full of clothes that are all musty and all need to be washed, but I'm just putting that off because I also have over here, I have a laundry basket full of clothes. I have a bag full of clothes. And then over there again, I have a cardboard box also full of clothes, which doubles as my laundry basket over there because I haven't brought my laundry basket over here yet. And then I actually have a laundry hamper here, which really badly just needs to be replaced because it's trash. And then I have another bucket that I'm using for a laundry hamper there as well. And so there's laundry in all of those locations and in my car. I might have got the stuff out of the car. Yeah. So yeah, that's the situation. I'm a clothes hoarder, and all my clothes are secondhand. So yeah, most of them are. But that's what I like to wear. So, all right, 12:01. And check the bank account. If I get kicked out, I'll be right back. Motherfucker. Tell me it's gonna make me wait till 1. Still says pending. Motherfucker. God damn it. You sons of bitches. I swear it went through at midnight last time, but maybe it's gonna make me wait till 1. That would be such garbage. I'm still here. Face rolling all over the place. The gas station gave you the koozie for free, probably because you're in there damn near every day. Yeah. No, the gas stations around here hate me because I'm in there every day. I don't know why. They don't like regulars. Yeah, why do we still live it up out of bags and boxes? Homeless brain, I guess. Just like I'm still a fucking scavenger. Like, just find random shit and pick it up. Oh my goodness. It's not showing available. It may make me wait until 10 a.m. Oh, very interesting. Well, it's not like there was much I could have done about it anyway. And I have to go into work early tomorrow. So they asked me to come in early. I said, yeah, it's the overtime, of course. Yeah, no more tricks left up my sleeve. So yeah, trying to kind of unravel the psych project and get back on that, and philosophy, get back on a regular schedule, sort of ish on the channel. Probably still do random midnight stuff, but yeah, it's all been about like establishing a schedule. I like reestablish my schedule, not only of like where I'm going. So the way I figure it, like when I have to be into work earlier, at 1 p.m., it makes more sense for me to be up here. So those days are split up and I'm going back and forth anyway. But right now I'm kind of going back and forth on like the opposite days. So like today I had to go into work earlier, but I was down there. And so it took me longer to commute to work. So it makes more sense for me to be up here. So I have a shorter commute to work on those days. And then when I'm down there, I have more time, so I can just take more time on my commute and do other shit while I'm on the way there and stuff. Which is kind of what I was talking about with my therapist, was like trying to like make a time where like if I can even like go down to where I work like more than an hour early and even like host a stream down there wherever from like a Starbucks or something, and then say hi to all my peoples, and then just be able to like go in the bathroom and swap out like Clark Kent real quick and friggin' walk to work, and just be boom there. So I wouldn't have to be like, sometimes I've been like trying to wrap up a stream in the morning, like jump in the shower and like I know I'm already running late, it's like, and then I'm just rushing to work from there. And it's like, okay, so make more sense for me to already be in the next town over, just find a quiet spot to chill. Oh my God, this is going to drive me nuts. Am I going to keep compulsively checking, or am I going to assume that it's going to take 55 more minutes? Yeah, no, still not there. So, I don't think I even have 55 minutes worth of material or shit to talk about at this point. I probably do if I think about it hard enough. I just don't want to think about it. I just don't want to think about it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had a spot like at the home improvement center that was like that. I was taking shit out of the bin that they would throw like defective tools and shit in. And they were like, "No, you can't do that." But there were certain pieces like I'd ask him before it went in the bin, like scrap lumber and shit like that. I'm like, hey, can I stack it up and take it home? And like, fuck, whatever, you know. And I made a workbench. It was like a tiny little workbench though, like a little kid's workbench kind of. I was like, the idea was like, okay, I could start with that, and then I was gonna make a box. Well, I did, and I made a little toolbox too, which I lost. I was gonna make like a bigger box, and yeah, that was the idea to like start building bigger things off these smaller things. I had the little toolbox and the little workbench. Then I was gonna build the big box, the bigger bench, but never came to fruition. So, and I ended up losing all those projects. Hopefully, somebody found them, put them to good use, or they just burned them somewhere. I guess probably more than likely. Getting a little bit of a sore throat thing going on. And I have this like conspiracy theory that because I've been drinking tap water for the last 2 days, I refilled this bottle with tap water, and I don't normally drink tap water because I'm against it. But I figure tap water is better than no water at all or dirty water. Well, it's kind of a bummer that we didn't take that bike ride right now. I was kind of looking forward to it. I feel like I should check one more time. I get all OCD about it. Like, do you think anything would have changed in the last 2.5 minutes? It usually happens right on the hour, I think. Oh, there's that. Does it look like I'll be posted for a minute? Otherwise, I'll just finish these raviolis. Oh gosh, eating out of the trash cans? Cash cans. I have a couple people at my job that do that. I'm like, oh man. So people, like, if they're gonna waste food now, if they've seen it enough, a lot of people will leave it like on the side of the trash can, so they'll actually throw it in because it's like a concrete, thing around the can. All right. So yeah, they'll just prop their unfinished food up on there, and then if nobody comes around and eats it within a certain period of time, I'll usually just knock it in because I'm like, yeah, after it's been sitting out there for a while, yeah. Yeah, and then somebody will probably come along and dig it out later. Most of the people that come through are digging out recycling though, all the time. They're big on recycling, which is good, make your money somehow. So don't fuck with people who are recycling as long as they don't make a mess. One guy who would come through and he wouldn't empty the cans out, he'd just throw them all in a cart and then it'd be trailing it along behind him. You're like, dude, empty out the liquid, then put it in your cart. Doesn't matter. Either I kick it when I'm coming in or do that. All right, in here. Kathera. Hello.
Oh, why hello?
Oh, no, I've got to adjust something. It was super low. Let me see. It's not the call volume. It's got to be my audio settings.
No, that might. But it's either my headphones are fucking stupid. Sometimes it's like, oh, we're gonna pick up the audio through the phone, and sometimes we're gonna pick it up through this pinpoint mic on your Bluetooth earbuds. And you can't change it in StreamYard. It's just whatever it fucking decides that day. So if I absolutely suck, I'll just turn off my headphones and I'll sound fine, probably.
I think it just has mine on like earpiece mode, probably so it doesn't echo, I guess, because I have the automatically adjust thing on. So that's fine, like if it's reducing the echo or whatever, because I don't have headphones at all.
I mean, I guess if I sound okay enough, if I'm audible, I'll leave them in.
Yeah, no, I think
don't
it's
know.
just like on my end. I think we're probably the same in the stream. I just have to talk on it like more like a regular phone call, you know?
I mean, I can hear you perfectly fine. So
Yeah.
I don't
No, it
know.
was just low where it was, but
Yeah. Like I said, these fucking. I want at some point I'm gonna buy an actual like Bluetooth headset for this fucking thing, just so I can have a real goddamn mic. But that's a while in the future.
yeah.
That's a few can trips. You know what I mean? That's a few times. Which, by the way, I fucking my favorite thing. People in New York, they just leave bags of nothing but cans just on the side of the road.
Oh,
I'm
well,
biking
that's nice.
by. Uh, well, no, it's not because that's how they pick up cans. Apparently,
Well, I mean, it's nice that they bag them. Like here, you'll just like the
yeah,
cans are just like there's a heap of them
in a
somewhere where
bin,
they'll
or
push
there's a
them all
heap.
back
Yeah,
into the box they once came from, and then just throw the box out the side.
yeah. Well, I. You want to know something that fucking shook me? I've lived in a lot of places throughout the Midwest. Pretty much every place has tax funded trash and recyclable pickup.
Right.
In New York, you have to fucking pay to have your trash picked up, and they don't pick up your recyclables. What the fuck? What? How am I paying twice the amount of taxes, don't have residency, and motherfuckers are out here not getting their trash picked up on the government dime? I mean, I'm sorry, our dime.
Yeah.
What the hell? Fucking shook me, I guess. I mean, it's nice because then people just leave bags of cans. Well, it sucks when you're biking at night and your headlight dies and you suddenly have to fucking dodge a black bag on a dark street. But other than that, it's fucking great. You pick it up, it's like, oh, hey, this is like $5-6 right here.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty much. I'm like always save my own because like I'm like I paid into that, so might as well. But it's a pain in
Yeah,
the ass sometimes. If you don't,
it's
especially
a
if you don't
rebate
know the
program.
center very well, so you like don't know the busy days and stuff. It's like go in there. There's a long ass line, and I always,
Oh,
at most I'll get like maybe $15 out of my recyclables. Like, I don't save that much, where it's like gonna be a big haul, and then you'll have like people with like a truckload in front of you. You're just like, fuck.
yeah. Oh, I live right. It's 130 feet from my room, right? Like it's literally the next building. Okay, no, not literally. There's another part of the motel that's a separate building, but whatever. It's like 137 feet or something. Uh, so they know me because I'll just go in there and well, it's great because like the dudes who have truckloads of shit, they'll see me just like walk up in flip flops when it's like 35 degrees out. Like I'm wearing flip flops and shorts and a tank top, and they're just like, "Yeah, man, just go on in." And I'm like, "Oh no, you're fine. You go ahead." And they're like, "You have like you have two Walmart bags full of cans. I have a whole truck." And it's like, "Well, yeah, but I'm fine. I'm from Wisconsin. It's not that cold. You were
I
here
don't need
first.
your charity. Yeah.
I don't need it. I okay. I was behind a guy one time. I went in, and it wasn't during the busy time. It was like a fucking 10:30 a.m. on a Tuesday or some bullshit. Dude got like $238 worth of. I was behind him for like 40 minutes, and I was just watching in awe. Like he just kept on walking out and bringing more cans, and I'm like, does this man just have like a fucking like a U-Haul full of cans?
My stuff under the
I
seats. Like, yeah.
yeah,
People get crazy with that.
and hey, good for him. He was dressed like a 1980s stereotypical pimp too. Like he was wearing like a shiny gold button-up shirt and a purple vest and leopard print. Yeah, it was leopard, maybe cheetah print. I don't know. Animal print pants,
Yeah. At least it
and
wasn't
I
the
was
real
just
thing,
like,
right?
I I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck he was on. I never seen him before, and I never seen him since. He just came in and changed my life.
It's
I
funny.
was gonna say, like, oh yeah, go ahead.
What?
Well, I was gonna
We
say
used to,
maybe he.
me
Oh,
and my roommate,
lag.
we used, what?
Sorry, lag. Go ahead.
It lagged. We used to go into this recycling center, me and my roommate up in Sacramento, and the lady who owned it was a black lady, and I always thought my roommate was tripping. He'd always say, again, that lady's racist, blah blah blah, and I'm like, what? She seems fine to me. And one day I was down there, I was sorting my stuff. I don't think she saw me out there, and I saw her do it too. She like went off on some like white pregnant lady, and like sent her to the back of the line and made her cry and I was like, and it had something to, I don't remember the whole thing, but I was like, oh, that totally like vindicate. I was like, he's right. Like I thought he was, tripping on her, but she's hella racist against white people. Like she wasn't rude to me for some reason, but once I realized that, I was like,
Well,
oh,
you're Italian.
yeah, yeah. They can't tell the difference. Um,
Yeah, no,
but
look, Italians fall in like the realm of Mediterranean, which is questionably white. You get a kind of a pass.
yeah,
Like me during the summertime, where you can't tell what ethnicity I am because my hair turns from brown to red and my skin turns from whiter than sour cream to red because I'm a weird mix of races.
yeah. I don't know, but the thing that I would think, usually would be is that I've got blue eyes, but I guess if I wear sunglasses enough, people don't know that.
Yeah, I wear I I don't know why they sell the incredibly gay aviators. Like you know the ones I'm talking about. They have like silver rims and they've got like the lenses are like pink or purple or like iridescent orange or something like that. I don't know who that's for other than me, but every gas station and Dollar General in America has them for like $5. So I wear those all the time.
So, do you know, is it Guru Lady or Garou
Yeah,
Lady? Oh,
Guru,
okay.
Guru lady.
Okay. I
Keep
was
it
like, I
kept.
wasn't sure how
Oh
to
yeah,
pronounce it.
I like Guru. Ooh, yeah, no, Guru's fucking amazing people. She's
Yeah,
got
I've seen them around in the chat. What's up to Ox as well?
Ox, Ox. Yeah,
I'm just
remember
eating
when we were
ravioli
bitter
and waiting
enemies?
for my money here.
Ox is good people. We used to be bitter enemies, and now we're both evil Hitlers or something. I don't rightly know. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Oh, okay. Now
dumpster
the
fire
name.
instigators.
Yeah, well, that's what I do. I mean, I don't always do that. I am very capable of having reasonable conversation. Just sometimes, like the gutter punk takes over, like the spirit of my former self, and I'm just like, I have to watch the world burn. It's that's still in there. There's all the anger and hatred, and self-loathing, just like boiling beneath the surface constantly, and sometimes it just kind of, you know, maybe you don't. I don't know.
Oh yes, I do. I was thinking that I do the same thing, like kind of at work, but it's in the opposite. Like I play the authoritarian character, and then I like, I'm really nice to the homeless people and the punk kids and stuff. Most of the time, like when they do shit, I'll just shake my head at them, and then I like, I'll go up to like the old white dudes and fuck with them, and
Yeah,
the Mexican kids love to fuck with me too. They think it's hilarious. They called me the gato. um, yeah, it's like supposed to be an insult, but I think it's great. And
yeah,
Guru ladies, poor man's Vietnamese food. Sounds like a plan. That sounds awesome.
yeah. That sounds fucking phenomenal. I oh my I You want to know what I wasn't expecting moving to New York? I mean,
What?
it's upstate New York, but they ain't got fucking any kind of. Hey, they got Italian food everywhere you fucking go. There is one, I think it's a Pakistani restaurant. They have one or two, maybe three Chinese restaurants, and like they're Americanized Chinese, which is fine. It's still good. But like, I want a fucking Thai restaurant. I want to go to a fucking Laotian restaurant. I want some fucking Indian food. I, fucking get me a fucking Lebanese gyro. Fucking get me that fucking weird wrap thing with lamb shawarma and a pickle in it. That shit fucking. I, I can't stay. I don't want fucking Applebee's. Fuck you. Damn it. I want a real taco. I don't want Tex-Mex bullshit.
Yeah, we
That
have
was
we actually have some
thank you
pretty
for
good
sending me.
Italian around the Bay Area. And a lot of the reason is because they had the mafia guys that were out here like in the 60s, 70s, and when the California mafia kind of they took a shit more or less. A lot of them just ended up going straight, and so they've got like Italian restaurants around the San Francisco area and stuff. Expensive, but it's worth it.
One of the first major drug busts in America, like when I say major, I mean like large amounts of drug. It wasn't the first, but it was one of them, and it was one of the most shocking. Milton, Wisconsin. There's a couple thousand people that live there. They had like roughly 3 pounds of heroin for every person that lived in the fucking town, in like in the back of some fucking Italian restaurant, because fucking what's his name, Al Capone, used to run from like Chicago up to like southern Wisconsin and shit. So there was just this random like Italian fucking mafia bullshit that was just happening that no one noticed about because it was rural goddamn southern Wisconsin and everyone was too busy making their own meth and moonshine and shit that they didn't even notice for like a decade and a half. Like, okay, good job. A lot of those got
That's
shut down
amazing.
though. It's horrifying. Oh, it is amazing though. Not there's a lot of Italian restaurants around here, which is fine. I like Italian food. It's like variety. I don't want my options to be pizza, 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 pasta, or like chain restaurant.
Yeah, or if they serve chicken wings as well. I don't know. I'm always kind of skeptical. I'm like,
Oh, I don't trust Italian pizza places with chicken wings unless the guy who owns the place is greasier than the pizza. Okay. I don't mean that as an insult. I mean like if it's a sweaty dude wearing like a wife beater, he either needs to be like real chonky, like a fucking absolute unit, or like a weirdly skinny guy with a beer gut. That's how you know those chicken wings are gonna be fucking good, right?
I did recently come across a place. They had a bunch of stuff too, but it was a little Mexican restaurant, and but their main thing was pizza and tacos. So they did pizza and tacos, and then they had like I don't know like mozzarella sticks and shit like that. But I was like, okay, like that's kind of a cool concept. And their pizza was freaking awesome, so I got to go back and try the tacos.
Yeah. I I the thing I miss most about Wisconsin is there's a lot of like Central and South American immigrants just scattered around randomly. And like so you'll walk into a place and it's a combination like Mexican grocery store slash butcher shop slash restaurant slash they'll fix your muffler slash like whatever the fuck. It's also a liquor store and and it's like the size of a fucking dorm room. You will get the best fucking Mexican food you've ever goddamn had in any of them places. And they're always like called something incredibly basic like La Huasteca or Maya or something like that. And oh my god, I miss
Oh,
that.
speaking of which, I found the best store down by my house that it's called like dollar something, and nothing in there is a dollar. But what it should be called is everything in here fell off the truck, and it's amazing. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I was like, what kind of store is this? And I went in there, and it's like I ended up buying a bike pump and a couple other things I needed. I was like, but there's like tools and hardware, and then you had like random grocery items, and like a lot of the stuff you would find at a dollar store, but a lot of it was kind of actually better quality. And you're
Yep.
like, I have a feeling like this is like maybe not yeah it did not arrive here through the normal legal processes, but anyway, yeah.
We
None of my
we had a
business.
place we had a place open up a month ago, maybe 6 weeks, maybe just down the way from us, in an old Dollar Tree, I think. It used to be a Dollar Tree, but now it's just a pop up store. They run for 2 days every 2 weeks. So like every 2 weeks, it's like a Friday and Saturday, and they sell a bunch of shit that what they claim is like stuff where like they like bought it out from like Amazon and grocery stores and shit like that for defective products, or like shit that got returned and never claimed that they bought for dirt cheap. So like they got like phone chargers, like they got like iPhone chargers for like $2-3, shit like that. And just all kinds of fucking random shit, webcams, the fucking tea sets, random candy, food, baby wipes, just random shit in boxes just kind of scattered around. I fucking love it. It's like the most expensive thing in there is like $8 or something.
That's tight.
Yeah. Well, I live in the bad part of town. So, of course, that's where they would open up.
Apparently, I live like literally right across the railroad tracks from the bad part of town. I was riding my bike home from work last night, and the sheriff stopped me as I blew the stop sign, like that I was actually supposed to turn down. That was my street, and went on to went past it to the next street, which is a dead end street. But I blew the stop sign right in front of him. I knew it too. I hesitated and I was about to try and stop, but I was doing like probably, I don't know. He said I was going fast, so I'm guessing I was probably busting the speed limit on that residential street, and which would be 25, or usually 15 on a bicycle. And so I'm just hauling ass, and I thought about trying to stop, and I was like, nah, I'll go for it. And I saw the headlights, and I was like, I know I'm gonna beat this car, and I, amped it up, but I looked right as I was going through it, and I was like, that's a fucking cop. And sure enough, he rolled up on me, put his lights on, and then he didn't even get out the car. Like, he just rolled down the window, and he was like, why you going so fast out here on your bicycle? It's like, just trying to go home, just trying to get home. And I was like, I was in my almost a security guard outfit. It was like, I'm still
Yeah.
wearing my colors, but I've got the leather jacket on instead of my normal jacket, and I had a different hat, but it still matched the color scheme. I went through the whole thing, and he just ran my name and information and stuff. Asked me, what I was doing down there, and I was like, yeah, just moved here, blah blah blah. And he was like, well, you're not in San Pablo, you're in North Richmond. He was like, I recommend you find a different route home. Don't come through this neighborhood. I was like, oh, got you. So that way, he's like, yeah, go that way. So I
Oh,
took that as code for you will probably get shot out here.
Well, that's what fucking gets me. Like, people, I mean, yeah, okay, it's not the best neighborhood, I guess. Like, we had a dude get stabbed this week in the fucking parking lot. But like, that happens. I mean, I guess to people in sleepy upstate New York, that's a fucking huge thing. But it's like, yeah, it was probably over fucking selling drugs or something. That kind of shit just kind of happens sometimes. I mean, I ain't heard gunshot. I heard one gunshot since I've lived here for like 11 months. One. And I think it was probably someone shooting a coyote off in like the fucking little wooded area or something like that. And it's like, okay, this is fine. It's just poor people. It's not actually, you're not gonna get fucking mugged on the street or nothing. Maybe that's just because I look scary or something. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I haven't seen or heard anything crazy around my city since I've been there. Granted, I haven't been there that much in the time that I've lived there, really. I've kind of been like, I'm not there every night most of the time. And, but, I know the crime stats in the general area are a little bit higher, but not as bad as a lot of people tend to think. But yeah, that only accounts for like shootings, and there's other shit that can happen to a
Yeah.
scared little white boy out there late at night by himself, little Red Riding Hood. I mean, I am armed, but you know that doesn't really mean shit. You know, if I get outnumbered or something.
Yeah. Well, I one time I did have someone try and fucking kill me while I was biking home one day. I don't know what the fuck. I was just minding my own business. I'm on this fucking side street, and I'm fucking, pedaling my way home, and suddenly I hear "fuck you, retard," and okay, I heard a car, and I moved all the way off to the side, and I turned, and I saw it coming like right up against me, so I hopped up onto the sidewalk, which was under construction, and then "fuck you, retard," and someone swung something at where my head was like a second and a half ago. And then they drove off screaming something else at me. And I was like, oh, okay, thanks. Appreciate it.
So, funny story. When I was in high school, well, when I dropped out of high school, I was on this mission one night. I planned it out. I got a good buzz going, and I was like, I'm gonna go down there to that middle school I used to go to, and I'm gonna fucking paint the front of it fucking white. I got these 2 cans of white paint, right? Like one of them's like half empty or something. I'm like, all right, that's enough. I just, plaster the front of the school and fucking take off, right? Thought it was gonna be great. And I get out onto the main road. It's like a little country road, the place where I was at, a very small town. And so I just get out on the main road and I can see the gas station up ahead. And I'm like, I'm all incognito. I'm looking around for cops, making sure nobody sees me out there. I'm all in black and shit. And I got the paint in my backpack. And all of a sudden I hear this truck coming behind me up the road. And so I turn to look, get a make on the truck, like, nondescript, like fucking, I think it was a Chevy. I'm not sure. Ford, Chevy, one of those fucking pickup truck. It was like a '90s model or something like that. It wasn't an old one, and so it was still kind of shiny and all that good shit, right? I hear these motherfuckers rolling up with their country music on, and they slow down next to me, and I'm like looking over, like, do I know who the fuck this is? I have no idea who the fuck this is. It's a bunch of random high school dudes. Oh, hey, fucking retard, where the fuck you going? And I just ignored him and they kept shouting at fucking, and he goes, fuck you, retard, and he peels fucking gravel. And so as soon as he did that, I just fucking dropped my backpack, fucking unzipped, pulled out the can of paint, and I flung it underhanded, the one that was open, fucking boom, all over the back of his truck. And he fucking hit the brakes. I took off running. They came back, tried to fucking. They couldn't spot where I went though. I just took off into the bushes, and yeah, fucking just painted his fucking truck. I was like, fuck. Well, I guess that's how that one worked out. So, like, he fucking peeled gravel on me. I was like, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I haven't quite had that. I did almost beat the fucking shit out of someone last night. I was biking, minding my own business. I'm on the sidewalk because it's an area where, I can't really bike in the street just because I'm going uphill. Well, it's at the top of the hill, so it's barely uphill at that point. But you know what I mean? It's just not, there's no shoulder on the road. So I'm on the sidewalk, minding my own business. And this lady and this dude are, I don't know, fucking with a tree or something outside of a Walgreens. And the lady sees me, looks at me, and jumps backwards directly in front of me. And slammed on the brake, because I only got the one on the bike, and put both feet on the fucking ground, ass off the seat, everything. And then she just giggled. And I almost did some fucking heinous shit, because it's like, why? Why would you do that? What possible... Was that just to piss me off? Was that just to make my life worse? I thought about it. And And I hate to say it, but the only thing that stopped me was I was right in between a Walgreens and a gas station, and I knew there were cameras on both.
Yeah, I've had a couple of those. Check
I-
the cameras,
I
check the
just-
witnesses.
I went back to fucking living on the streets brain, and I'm like, oh man, oh no, can't kick the shit out of a random person. That's not okay anymore. I don't know why. It's bullshit. Don't be stupid. Damn it. I didn't do nothing to you. Wait, why you gotta make my life more difficult? Now I have to stop and then continue. Now I have to shift gears again because I just fucking downshifted from second into third. Now I'm in this awkward position where either I'm gonna go incredibly slow in third and have to go hard, or incredibly slow in second and not go hard. Thank you you threw off my whole flow. I wasn't doing nothing to you. Bullshit.
I like the
Everyone
whole,
in New York is
like
nuts.
Steve Wilkos. Remember that guy? Like, that was
Oh
really cool.
yeah. Wasn't he Maury's bodyguard, and then Maury used to be Jerry Springer's bodyguard? Is that how that worked? Or was Steve also Jerry Springer's bodyguard?
Yeah, I think it was Steve that was both. I don't think Maury was. Well, I could be wrong. I don't remember Maury being a bodyguard, but I'm not sure.
Maybe. I don't remember how the fuck that worked. One of them was a bodyguard for Jerry Springer. I remember that.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
definitely Wilkos for
Yeah,
sure.
he's the big bald fucker. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he ended up doing his own show where he was like
Yeah.
trying to be more like a Maury or a Montel type dude, but he was always confrontational with people, and he'd
Yeah.
like fucking gaslight people on stage and shit, and then you're just
Yeah.
like, oh, this guy's kind of a douche.
Yeah.
Like, I understand he's trying to spread a positive message, but he's also like, if any of that, I'm sure it was probably scripted, but the whole premise of the show is just him, making some dude look like an asshole. It was just like setting him up for this
Yeah.
whole like, oh, by the way, we've got your ex here and your wife and your girlfriend. And he'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, some people are like that. I mean, it makes for good content, I guess, if you want mindless dumpster fires, which, I mean, hey, we all know I'm kind of about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, but those types of things, street people, they knock you out for that type of shit. It's only because those cameras are there.
Well, when I told my work I don't negotiate with terrorists, they brought me in to have a talk about attendance, and I thought it was like, oh yeah, it's during the fucking winter, where I didn't have appropriate winter clothes, and like I dug my gloves out of the trash can at work. They were fucking work gloves, and I just wore 2 layers of them, and they were both ripped and covered in fucking oil and paint and lacquer thinner and shit. Like, I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I definitely was bad with that. And they're like, no, actually, you haven't been working exactly 40 hours. And I was like, okay, you talked to me for working 6 minutes over 1 week, 4 minutes over a different week, and I think 7 minutes over a different week. So I've been doing my best to be like, hey, if there's no work, I'm going to leave. I'm going to ask to leave. I get permission, and then I leave. So I make like 38.8 hours or 39.2 or, 36.8 or 37.5 or 39.8 or whatever. Now they're mad about that. And I was like, well, hold on. And they're like, oh, we just want you to know that we've noticed. And it's like, okay, but like, I'm fully fucking aware you noticed, because I'm the one who made you cock-sucking aware of it, you dumb motherfucker. I'm aware of how a time clock works, right? I write it down on my fucking production log, and I get fucking permission. That's the kind of person I would have fucking beat the piss out of for 2 cigarettes back in the day. Like, you're gonna fucking call me a liar. You're gonna call me deceptive. You fuck you. Like, I ain't gonna do shit now. But like, there was a thought for a minute where it's like, you're gonna be shitting out teeth for a week, motherfucker. Fucking call me a liar to my goddamn face. You could say a lot of shit about me, but I ain't no goddamn liar. Well, I mean, if I want something, I guess I might.
That's what I always think. Like, anytime somebody tries to get aggressive with you, like, just do it. Just swing. Like, that's all I need, really. Like, it's just nobody ever takes me. It's been a long time since anybody's taken me up on that.
Well, and that's like, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll do whatever you want. Just whatever. I'm gonna fucking punch in at exactly 2 and punch out at exactly 10:30. I don't care if I'm here. If I'm here at 1 o'clock and you ask me to come in early and punch in and do work, no. If there's no work by 8:30, I'm gonna fucking sweep every goddamn surface of this place for 2. I don't care if everyone else leaves and you lock the doors and turn off the lights. I'm gonna stay here till 10:30 now. You're gonna get your fucking 40 hours whether you goddamn want it or not. This. You chose this. I did not. I'm inconveniencing you. Oh no, you don't know what being inconvenienced is. You're about to fucking find out, though. Well, I thought it was real funny because, the answer they got from me, because they talked to 3 people. Me, they got, I don't negotiate with terrorists. I'll do whatever you want, but I don't negotiate with terrorists. Don't try and reason with me now. No, you've lost. One guy said, dude, I don't fucking care. And another one said, yeah, man, like, whatever. It's like, you ain't got no one on second shift. Calm down. I know the big bosses are in, but don't be fucking threatening to fire people for some fucking bullshit. You and I both know you ain't gonna fire me.
Yeah, that's what I think is funny. Like, I don't know, around here, like, they don't tell you if they're gonna fire you. You just, you get pulled off the schedule one day, and then you get the letter, a couple days later or something. Like, they're never like, even when a couple of times I was like, am I getting a verbal? It's like, like, it's pretty specific, and when they actually give you a verbal, so it's like, it's not even a warning. Okay, just making sure.
Well, I've gotten like 6 verbal warnings and 2, maybe 3 written ones at this point. So like, I know you're not gonna do shit because I actually work. We both know you don't pay me enough to afford anything. And there's like 8 companies in the immediate area that do the same exact thing and pay more. I'm here because I don't have an ID, and y'all were dumb enough to fucking hire me without one. I'm an undocumented fuck motherer. Like, you think I give a fuck? You don't fuck with me? You're gonna threaten me? Okay, sure. Why'd you threaten someone who gives a shit?
Yeah, like I think I've sure given my birth certificate to my last 2 or 3 employers, but I was just like, well, I need to get a new copy of it, and they're like, oh, okay. Like, but they, up until the very last minute, they were insisting, like, we really need that, and then eventually they're just like, oh, well, whatever. And
I didn't even have. I've been living in New York for over 2 years. I still don't have New York residency. Like, I don't have a fucking New York State ID. I can't even get one. I can't even prove I fucking exist. So, like, I mean, y'all are clearly desperate for people. Yeah, send Cat back to Mexico. Hey man, I'll go to Mexico if they'll take me. Sounds fucking great.
Do you think Mexico is as dangerous as they say it is?
Depends on where you are.
Yeah.
But no, Guru, I can't get an ID because I don't have a birth certificate. Well, I mean, it's somewhere, but in order to get a copy of it, they want me to go back to Wisconsin and pay them so I could get a notarized birth certificate again. And then I need that, and then proof of a real place that I live to get a New York State ID, but I live in a fucking motel, which, you could use a P.O. box to get a motel. However, in order to get a P.O. box, you need an ID and a real place to live. So, it's like, cool. Fuck me, I guess. Sorry I'm poor. Sorry I was homeless, I guess. I don't fucking know.
What are you gonna do about it? Braxton Brower. Apparently, friend requested them on Facebook, though.
Yeah, apparently it's pretty easy to get residency in California. Maybe he'll fuck off out there. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, pretty much take anybody, amnesty or whatever.
Well, the thing I like about New York, everyone hates you, but it's not for any particular reason. It's the weirdest thing. People will be like, hey, fuck you. I got you a new bike, piece of shit, motherfucker. And you're like, oh, okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, fuck you, you ugly son of a bitch. I got you a sandwich. Oh, okay. Thanks.
This is true as well. We do have a lot of drugs and a lot of homeless people.
Yeah.
But they're trying to get them tiny homes and hotel rooms now, so that's kind of better. Also, they're not allowed to use drugs there. I worked in one of those places not long ago. It's kind of interesting the way they had it set up, but I mean, it's definitely a hell of a lot better to be on the street if you can manage to stay sober while you're in there,
Yeah.
And they don't even test you, but they check your belongings, when you come in and stuff, just to make sure you don't have anything on you,
I refuse to live in a place that won't let me drink beer.
Well, I think their rule is you can't bring it in, but you can't appear drunk when you come in. But they're not they're not going to alcohol test you as long as you don't look like or act like you're drunk, start a disturbance or whatever. You just can't bring anything in.
I look and act like I'm drunk when I'm sober, but that's just because I have a limp and brain damage.
Well, I'm sure they'll take that into account. Hopefully, there's trained professionals there or something. I don't know.
I at work every so often someone will be like, "Hey, are you okay? Are you on something?" And I'm like, "Man, you think I got money to be on something? What are you on about?" I'm like, well, "You're just acting weird." Okay. What's weird? Fuck do you mean?
Spurs going off, man. What's this?
Oh, it's an angry bird.
Standing down the street. Huh. It's kind of weird. In a wheelchair or something?
Oh,
Kind of spooky.
the problem is, Guru, it's I don't live I don't have residency at the motel. I need to prove residency. I don't pay rent. I pay for a long-term stay motel room, which doesn't count as residency. So I need to find an address that I can send some official document to fucking prove I exist. And then once I prove I exist and get the ID, I can change it to the motel room. It's fucking stupid. I don't
There's literally just some
entirely know
person
why
sitting
that's the
down there.
deal. But you already need a New York ID to have a New York ID if you're in my situation. So I need to fucking scam the system or something. Which doesn't matter because I don't have a birth certificate anyways, and they want me to physically be in Wisconsin to get it. Like, I have enough money for a plane ticket there and back.
I don't even understand how that works. Yeah, but like here, like they require it, so it's like if you're
It's the particular county I was born in.
okay.
It's not like the entire state. It's just where I was born. It's like, yeah, we kind of either need you or like a certain valid family member. And my sister did that for me. And the person I used to live with,
Okay.
it's been 11 months and I still haven't gotten my birth certificates. I got 3 copies of them. Hoping. They dropped them off at Will. They dropped some stuff off at Will's house. I'm hoping my birth certificates are in there. At least one.
Should I go check see if they're dead?
Who?
Some dude or some person in a wheelchair, like in the middle of the trail. Can't tell if they're just passed out there or
I don't know. Follow your dreams.
he's got his head cocked back. I don't want to find a dead body on this stream.
Yeah.
He just moved his head. That's okay.
My philosophy is mind your own business.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't want to leave somebody there. Yeah, anyway. Well, I just like circumnavigated that trail because I was like not really sure what was going on there. Couldn't really tell what was going on down there. That's a long way around. Yeah, I decided to prolong the magic and walk to the store while we're streaming.
Oh. Fancy.
Oh, yeah. And cars go down that road. Looks like he moved out of the way. That's good. The car just came down that road, too. Speaking of wasted food, how you like that? See that?
No. Ooh. Food.
It's like left their whole McDonald's meal on the sidewalk.
Hey, man. That's good food right there. That's my favorite kind of food, mystery food you just find. It's free.
I just had dinner. I'm alright.
Oh, Guru, I do not want to live in the Midwest. I would like to live in the Midwest because I like the people for the most part. I like the area. I like the way everything looks, but fuck me, they don't want me to exist there, so I guess I won't. Yeah, no, Guru, that's the fun part. You don't know what someone put in the drink. That's half the fun.
gosh.
Like, hey, it might be piss, it might be acid, it might be the bad kind of acid, it might be a little bit of bleach, it might be a combination of all three. Yeah,
It might be a date rape drug.
yeah, it's the fun of it. You just don't know how to live. Y'all people don't know what fun is. It's like taking
I've had
pills
too
you
much
found
fun.
on the floor of the bathroom.
I found a little bag of white powder on the bathroom floor not too long ago, and I busted it open. My intuition said it looked like, and so I jabbed a little bit on my tongue. I was like, kind of tastes a little bit like Coke, but I'm not gonna, just a little bit more. I took that little bit more, and I wiped it in my gums, and I was like, okay, that's definitely not Coke. I don't know what that is. Gotta get rid of that. Splashed down the toilet, and I got so fucking sick. It was awful. I don't know what it was. Maybe some fatty, or I don't know if they have like white heroin or something, but I usually get sick off of that type of shit. But yeah, never again, man. Never again. I swear.
We had a lady find a bag of assorted pills, and she didn't know what any of them were, because they were all street-made pills, you know. They were all like, fucking hand-pressed or whatever. And she's like, yeah, I don't know what any of these are. And I'm like, oh, okay, so that's blue Hello Kitty right there. That's pink Hello Kitty. That's what's it called? Fucking Thor's hammer, with the lightning bolt. It's sold often as ecstasy, but it's actually meth. And she was just like, okay, why do you know all this stuff? And I was just like, why do you think I was hired for this job? I know these things.
Right.
Well, because, like, someone who doesn't know might just be like, I don't know, these are weird Hello Kitty pills. They could be fucking candy. They could be for kids. I don't fucking know. And it's like, no. That's a combination of ecstasy, meth, muscle relaxers. Trust me. Oh, that's Special K in a pill form. I've been there, man.
Yeah, some guy told me we were taking Special K one time. It was a pill, but I don't know. I've never tried it before or since, but I was pretty good. But I was taking a bunch of pills at that time, so I don't know if it was just the cocktail or what.
Look,
I don't know,
Special K is like, look, it'll get you high or whatever, but like, if you want ketamine, just get fucking ketamine. Don't go for the fucking Special K watered down bullshit. I mean, the whole point of ketamine is to go into a fucking K-hole. What the fuck? Do you just want to kind of feel slightly sick and like kind of numb and a little bit high? No. Like, do you want to fucking lose all touch with reality, or do you want to vomit and get high? I mean, I don't know. I'm not judging anyone, but it's like, if you're gonna do it, you mean just take it in the powder and snort it, I guess.
You like trip for a minute, or you passed out, like, right, like that tranquilizer effect.
Oh, yeah, tranquilizers are a hell of a drug. I don't know, Guru, $25 an hour starting in Michigan. The rent must be fucking astronomical. Like, I make $17 and change, and my rent's $1,000 a month. Well, it's $250 a week. I have to pay every week, but can't even imagine. And then the minimum wage in the neighboring state of Wisconsin, I think, is still $7.25. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll save up money in Michigan for a while and move back to Wisconsin. Buy a shack in the
Making
woods.
23 an hour where I'm at,
Jesus.
and I'm paying $800 a month in rent.
Oh.
Yeah. I rent a room, so
Yeah.
space kind of almost to the store.
I'm paying $1,000 a month for a motel room the size of a dorm room with a hole in the bathroom and a hole in the main area because someone crashed their car into our goddamn air conditioner.
Right, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah. Can't have shit in upstate New York. I mean, it works better as an air conditioner now, I guess.
Yeah.
It didn't work before. It lets air in now.
It's more like a vent hole.
Yeah.
My knee's fucking killing me. Yeah. I don't know. They keep worrying me about the what it's going to be like in the summertime in my room because it's separate from the house. So I mean, I can go in the house. I'm welcome to go in there. But as far as being out there, they're installing a new ceiling fan. So I think I might get one of those the mini, like the cooler fan. Like
Yeah.
one of those things. Because right now, like I've just got a shitty old space heater that has a fan setting, but it doesn't really do much. It doesn't do much as a space heater either, but it's better than none.
You don't even need a space heater there. What are you on about?
Well, I do. I like to sleep in the buff, and I don't know. I'm sensitive.
I'm just used to fucking Wisconsin where it's just like, yeah, no, oh yeah, no, it gets like, 60 below zero just because fuck you. Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be 40 below for like 3 weeks in a row and you just gotta deal with it. Yeah, okay. Oh no, we're not shutting your job down. No. No, I know it's cold enough you can die in a couple minutes if you're not bundled up properly, or you lose the tips of your fingers or your nose or your earlobes. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in the store.
No, boy, you're going to spending sprees. No, can't do that. I gotta conserve my.
And here we see the monkey in his natural habitat. Roaming through the store, searching for snacks.
Technically, beer is cheaper by the 6-pack, right?
Oh, hell yeah, always a 6-pack, yeah.
Pack of Marlboro Lights, please. Want to do one pack of Marlboro Lights? Marlboro Lights? Yeah. Do a real shopping trip tomorrow. Alright. You still with me?
What? Sorry, I was muted.
Like, I don't know what I missed when I was in the store. Everything got loud.
And now see the monkey lighting a cigarette, getting its nicotine fix.
Yeah, still trying to figure out how to dial it back again. I haven't been able to afford to smoke, so like, literally I can just drop in the bank. So now I got it budgeted correctly. Still can't afford to smoke. I gotta pay rent. So yeah, the first thing I go do is pull that out.
I'm real lucky that I switched to chew fucking years ago, just because it's like 2/3 to a half the price of cigarettes.
Yeah, especially out here, the taxes are crazy.
Oh my god. Okay, in Wisconsin, I was buying. I used to smoke Camel Wides. They were like $5, $5.60, I think. Like for a pack. I come out here and they're like $11.80 for a pack, and it's like, whoa, no,
That's what
fuck that.
some areas are even worse. Like,
Yeah,
and they banned like menthols and
yep,
flavored cigars and single cigars and all this different shit.
Yeah.
County by county, you never know what you're gonna get.
yeah. Whereas I'm from, you could get like clove cigars or like blackberry flavored chew or fucking vanilla cigars, whatever the fuck you want, man. They don't give a
That
shit.
was the one weird thing that I enjoyed. I've always enjoyed cloves, but I've never really been into like any of the other flavors, really. The menthols, but I usually just smoke like cigars when I'm down on my luck, like 'cause it's cheap, If I only got a couple bucks, I can get a beer and a single cigar. But some places can't even do that. Shit,
I used
half
to
the
get,
stores out here only sell single beers here, so
when I was fucking dirt poor, on the streets, I'd get a pack of Cheyennes. Those shitty like filtered cigars that come in like a cigarette pack. They're $1, and I get a 6-pack of Kuhl, which is the worst beer you'll ever have, but it's 89 cents for a 6-pack of 16-ounce cans. Walk in with $2, come out with a pack of smokes and a 6-pack of beer.
right.
You hate yourself, but hey, it's alcohol and nicotine.
Pretty much. Like the store down the street from my house, like they have like actual single cans of the premium beers. It's like $1.50 a pop. But if you
Yeah.
buy the 16 ounce a malt liquor for $1.40. Of course.
Yeah, I fucking died. Because, like, a pack of Milwaukee's Best in Wisconsin is $1.49. Maybe $1.90 if you're in a gas station. It's $6 here. It's Milwaukee's Best. I mean, it's the second best Milwaukee has to offer. If you count PBR, I mean, PBR is pretty okay. PBR extra strength, it's drinkable. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I enjoy PBR.
It's like $6 for Milwaukee's Best. Man, that's...
We used to have a store that sold the single 16 ounces for $1 out the door, and they raised the price and they got rid of them altogether because people kept playing it. And now they only have natural ice, which I think, they higher alcohol, but not as good. So
I've just resigned myself to drinking Natty Daddies.
Yeah,
because they're 8% and cheap.
Yeah,
it's like,
that's
well,
what I'll get down at the grocery store here, like $1.80 or something like that. If I only have that much.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a trick.
That's how life be. It shouldn't be, but that does seem to be how it is for far too many of us.
Oh, shit.
But, then I'm the bad guy for just wanting to dismantle the apparatus we know as the federal government and all the bureaucracy contained there within. It's like, oh yeah, these laws have been real good at stopping people from doing bad things, huh? All these cops have been super good at, protecting and serving, huh?
Yeah, I know. I like to think some of them are getting better, at least in some places, like around here and stuff, but
yeah,
I don't know. It's so hard to say how much of it's real and what's just, doing PR,
Well, yeah, I mean, they are a part of the government, so, I mean, can't really trust them. Even if it does appear that they're doing well, can you really trust them to actually be doing well? Come on now. I mean, unless you trust the government, in which case I feel bad for you.
I don't know. I just can't see most people going back to like neighborhood watch and militias, but I mean,
yeah, well, some people, I don't think the majority want that. I think they like the safety, in air quotes, that the Pork Patrol gives them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because most people don't really want to concern themselves with self-defense or having a firearm or yeah. Just want to be spaced out on their phones.
I would like to put this out as a reasonable middle ground between my position and other people's. Hey, let's have the cops just be the brown shirts they are. When you need to have a SWAT situation, hey, call the cops. If not, you get security people who are beholden to, a company, and they'll get fired if they do anything fucky. And you pair them with a social worker, right? That would resolve so many situations. Someone who's, and even better if you get a big fuck off Midwest security dude, some 6'8", corn-fed motherfucker named Hoss, right? You get one of them motherfuckers and a social worker, so it's Hey, that schizophrenic on the street corner, freaking out. Hey, fucking Tina, the social worker, knows him. She'll fucking get him and bring him and give him the meds. And, make sure he gets back on his shit and he's fucking going straight and going to his job and everything. And if something goes awry, you got fucking Haas there to just fucking, put him in a full Nelson and just hold him there until he fucking calms down, right?
I don't know if this sounds better.
Well, I mean, it's better than the schizophrenic getting shot.
Well, yeah, it's definitely better than that.
The whole system's too fucked. You can't. Well, no, I was gonna say the system's broken. No, the system is working exactly as intended, which is the problem.
Yeah. I mean, there's just too many people that get left behind in this system, I guess, or something. I don't know how that works. But
Guru, do not send money.
where? What?
Oh, Guru was asking me.
Oh.
Don't send money.
You send me money, but I just got paid.
I don't need no money. I'm good. I mean, I ain't got shit, but I'm good on money.
I mean, to be fair, my money will be gone before very long. So.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'll be fucking broke by Saturday probably. But it's a lie. I'll have like $7 on Sunday probably after going to the. No, well, I'll have to go on Saturday. The can place is closed on Sundays for a couple weeks now, but yeah, I'll have like $7 on Sunday probably still, maybe a little more. No, don't send money, Guru. The only reason I'm accepting a care package is because bugs. So.
Yeah, so dude that we saw on the trail was just rolling past while we were talking back there, and I recognized him. He's one of the guys that rides one of the buses.
Oh.
So he's about to go pass out at the bus stop. He's rolling up there for probably till the first one comes. And he'll try to catch a ride on there. And at some point, he'll probably end up at my station, and then we'll kick him out. Or he'll go find a meal somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see a lot of they go back and forth just from town to town. They're just pulling back and forth on warm up. Amazing. He's probably like a Vietnam vet.
Yeah. Them motherfuckers got shafted hard.
Yeah.
Got forced to fight and then got treated like baby killers when they came back. Poor fucking bastards.
Right.
I used to live right next to a VFW. And I used to go there and drink because they got a bar, obviously. And sitting there talking to a guy. We were exchanging stories and shit. And, shooting the shit. And he mentioned he was from Vietnam. Or he was in Vietnam, not from there. He was in the Vietnam War. And my grandpa always told me, like, hey, you ever see a Vietnam vet? Stick out your hand, offer to shake it, and say, welcome home. And I did. And I ain't never seen a meaner looking motherfucker cry like that before. It's like, holy shit, man. Okay. Guess I'm the first person to welcome you back home. Fuck me. This isn't like fucking 2014 or something too. So I was like, oh Jesus. It's been a while.
Yeah. I've known a couple of them, man. They're good guys, but always screwy, man. You just like never knew when they were gonna flip out on you.
Yeah. I used to work with the guy. He was a weird motherfucker. I liked him because he was a weird motherfucker. And, I'd talk to him because I'm a weird motherfucker too. And one day someone walked up to me and was like, "Hey, I saw you talking to Dave." I'm like, "Oh yeah, Dave, he's good shit." The lady's like, "What do you talked to Dave?" I'm like, "Yeah, what do you mean?" She's like, "He doesn't talk to people. He just like sits, like he does his job and like keeps his headphones in and blares music." I'm like, "Yeah, he does that. It's Dave does." Well, apparently he don't really talk to people. He don't like people. He's got a lot of fucking problems because apparently he's the only person in his troop who came back alive. And then he came back and his wife fucking killed herself.
Fuck.
So he's all kinds of fucked up. And like he would just like apparently just stare off into the middle distance when people tried talking to him. But I made him laugh. So he was just like, "Ah, yes, I like this person now." It's like, okay. I guess weird recognize weird.
Yeah, it's usually the way it works out.
Oh yeah, I don't do well with the civilized people. I prefer the unwashed, dirty, crude, disgusting, real salt of the earth people. Well, more like salted earth, I guess.
Yeah, there's just a difference in people, like, especially when you are out in like just like crowded public spaces where it's like you can tell they have a certain attitude about where like in passing usually you like just at least nod and smile or say hey or whatever it is you do, acknowledge like that person, like even just look at but they will go out of their way like to not look at you at all. Definitely don't make eye contact. It's
Yeah.
like they're obviously in like a social group and it's just that like that freaking snobby attitude.
Mhm.
These guys, they definitely gonna call the Pope on him. This is a quiet neighborhood.
Usually how I make friends is I'm like walking down the street or whatever, looking like, the weird bum I am, and someone's like, "Hey man, can I buy some weed off you?" And I'm like, I don't sell weed, but you know what? I got a little bit. Here you go. Have a good day, man. And they're like, "Dude, what?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, just it's like $5 worth. It just happened to be in my pocket right now. You're fine. Just take it. I don't. You're good. It's nothing." Or like someone's 40 cents short on their beer or whatever, and I'm like, "I got you. I got 40 cents extra." It's like, I know how it is.
Yeah, I kind of like, I tend to be a little bit reserved about that, just because, I don't, I don't know. Like, well, I got motherfucking kids, so that's one thing. I've always
Yeah.
wanted to have that mentality, but then, like, also, like, I'm looking more at, like, the way people are behaving, like whether they feel like they're entitled to something. Like, that's kind of what I do at work. It's not like, oh, I honestly, like, was shortchanged or whatever, like it was an honest mistake, or that, maybe they don't have enough or they didn't, like, whereas, like, when they came in there, like, expecting it and they kind of get, like, indignant about it, like,
Yeah,
I
or
don't know.
the difference
I
between
never pull
like,
that. Oh, I'm here all the time. Not in regards to that type of shit.
it's the difference between like, okay, like if I'm at the can place and I get shortchanged like 15 cents or something, I'm like, oh hey, did I do my math wrong, or and then they'll be like, oh shit, sorry man. Versus, excuse me, you forgot to count those 3 cans that I brought in. I think that's kind of the difference.
I tend to think those guys probably rip me off all the time because it seems like I get all different, like
Oh yeah,
amounts wherever I go, and I never really usually go to the same one all the time anyway. I'll just, I go wherever I'm at. Like when I have my car and stuff, I'll tend to keep a bag in my trunk.
yep.
Just so that, like, if I'm running out of gas, it's like, I keep a can of gas in the back too, it's an extra gallon, but then, like, you get another extra gallon out of cans or something.
I
Or
am so glad I don't have a car.
Yeah.
Gas prices are fucking bonkers.
Yeah.
This is worse than 2008. Is that when I started driving? Yeah, it was. Yeah. I mean, well, I was like 13 or 14, but I had a farm license so I could drive, in country roads and shit.
That's the year my first daughter was born.
Oh. Fancy. You have kids. I'm very glad I don't have those. Cause goddamn, I am not equipped for kids financially or mentally.
Yeah. Well, I'm not really parenting, but yeah, the financial bit is rough.
Yeah. I can only imagine.
Well, I'm still involved with my son, but just struggling visitation right now. But I am supposed to see him on Sunday, so it's
Oh,
good.
hell yeah. No, I've just decided I'm never having kids, and I'm gonna be other people's cool wine aunt. That's gonna be my shtick.
That's tight.
Yeah, well, uh, kids like me because I'll buy them McDonald's and soda, and then fucking play video games with them, or let them watch movies their parents won't let them watch. It's like, hey, you're 6, want to watch Terminator? Yeah, then when we're done, we'll watch Terminator 2. It'll be great. I mean, I don't do anything ridiculous like, hey, you're 6, let's watch Saw. That would just be that would be too much. I'm not gonna make them watch The Hills Have Eyes or some bullshit like that. But a little bit of Terminator never hurt no one.
I think my daughter was like 4 or 5, and we just kept all of our DVDs on the one rack in the living room. And she walked up and she pulled a Hellraiser, the original Hellraiser,
Oh
off the
yeah.
shelf. And I was like, "You sure?" I was like, "It's scary." She was like, "No, I want to watch it." I was like, "All right." But I let her watch some of it, but I skipped through the bad parts, But, yeah, she got a little ways into it, and she was just disinterested. I was like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna finish it." So I just let her leave the room. That's cool. Because usually the kids would dominate the TV, but in that scenario, I just out psychologize them. I'll be like, "Oh, we're gonna finish the movie,"
don't know, my buddy's kids. I think he just turned 39 or 40. I don't remember which. But his one kid's like 22 now, and his other one's like 14. But like, I remember when the one was a kid and the other one was a fucking baby. And, you know, fucking. Well, the older one, I'd always fucking buy her beer and like tobacco and shit. And I'm like, dude, you do know your dad will just buy you your shitty fucking Sky vodka or whatever, right? She's like, no, you won't. He's like, so I'm like, dude, your dad used to buy me fucking booze when I was in high school. What do you? He doesn't give a shit. He just wants you to be safe. Like he's fully aware I'm buying it for you, right? Like you know the whole thing. We're just trying to make sure you're safe, right? Like he doesn't actually care. She's like, no. And then the fucking younger one, the younger one's a fucking this fucking bitch. She was 8 years old and wanted to play me in chess. And I was like, oh, okay. She's 8. I'll go easy. And she beat me, like, easy. So then I started actually playing, and she kept on beating me. And I'm like, what the mother? And she's like, it's not my fault, you suck. And I was like, oh, you got your dad's genes. You got your dad's personality. The other one got the mom's. It's not my fault, you stupid. Motherfucker. I'm a whole ass adult. Fuck you. I'm not stupid. You're a stupid piss baby, child. Yeah. I can buy beer. You're a kid. Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't buy beer. It makes you more stupid because your brain cells. I fucking love that kid. She's fucking Spitfire. That kid's going places. I don't know where.
Don't know where they get it from. Yeah, my younger siblings were like that too. They came over to my house, like they were gonna party, and I was like, "Whoa, hold on there. I'll give you some pot, but I gotta fucking be over here, fucking, either trying to drink my alcohol or get me to buy you alcohol." I'm like, no, we're not there. My younger brother had a history of ratting me out, like over the years. So, like, I think he always had to act like we were cool when he was a teenager. He started smoking weed and stuff, and I was like, all right, like, you're still a rat.
Yeah. Hey, that's one thing I could say about my sister. She was never a rat. So.
Yeah, my sister wasn't either. But so when she was like 16, 17, she ended up moving into my house. That was around the time I had my son. So I was living with my ex at the time. And she moved into our apartment for a while because her parents were going through a divorce, my dad and her mom, which is my half sister or whatever. And so she had gotten kicked out of both houses basically. Her mom had lost the house and she had gotten kicked out of my dad's house. And so she ended up staying at my apartment. And I was like, you know what, you're almost a fucking adult, whatever, like, I don't care, you smoke weed, like, do whatever you do. Like, she wasn't into like really smoking. I think she would drink with her friends, but she wasn't really doing it at my house. And then we got into it over a couple of things. And but what ended up happening was she ended up getting a tattoo behind my back, and my ex knew about it. So I got a call from my dad, like, what's up with your sister getting a tattoo? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He goes, oh yeah, I heard so that your sister got a tattoo. And I was like, I don't know anything about this. And she came home, I confronted her, and she got mad at me, and I was like, You don't understand. Like, no, I had to get fucking, chewed out by dad. So that's a deal breaker. And that you didn't tell me first that I had to hear it from him. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's always been one of those too. Like she doesn't talk to any of us anymore except for my youngest brother and our dad, but she won't talk to me or our other brother or her own mother anymore. She's all stuck up and shit.
I mean, I don't talk to most of my family because, well, part of it's either because I'm queer and then some of them are just stuck up pricks. So,
Yeah, that's part of it too. And she turned ultra conservative.
oh,
Yeah, so she was a Trump supporter and shit. I was like, what?
Well, to be fair, in the fucking 2016 election, I don't think there was really. I mean, hey, people are entitled to their opinions. You could support whoever you want. I just do not think there was not a lesser of two evils there.
No.
I mean, I don't vote. I don't believe in voting.
Well,
think
there
that's
was a
scam,
lesser. There was a lesser of two evils, to be fair. His name was Bernie.
Yeah,
but
no. I would have voted for the first time if Bernie got in, and I think everyone who voted for Hillary would have rather had Bernie. I think people who voted for Trump would have rather had Bernie, honestly. I know people who voted Trump just because fuck Hillary. So
I think there are a lot of people on the Trump side who were like, still like, that guy's a communist. And you're like, oh my goodness, you don't understand politics.
or economics.
But I don't
yeah.
know what the percentages are there. Probably a mixed bag.
Oh, well, yeah, everything's a mixed bag. Well, I mean, if everything keeps on splitting into sides, eventually it's just gonna. A two-party system is never gonna work. I mean, they're both the same. It's like, hey, do you want the old white guy waving a Confederate flag? Or do you want an old white guy waving a gay pride flag chanting Black Lives Matter? They're going to do the same thing, more or less. So who are you going to vote for? They're going to do, like, Mitt Romney and Obama. Obama ripped fucking Obamacare straight off Mitt Romney's fucking Romney Care in his fucking state. Like, half of one or half of one or a dozen of other. Jesus Christ, 6 of one or half dozen another. It's, I mean,
Can't fucking win.
no, you can't.
Yeah, the other thing, as far as like, I don't know, even like things like, the military, whatever complex thing.
Yeah.
Like, fucking all the money we pour into keeping that going, and it's like all these unnecessary fucking occupations and fucking, just all this shit. We're just like, just billions and billions of dollars. You're just like, dude, like, stop it. Stop flexing your fucking muscles, We don't need to really be doing that. Like, a lot of it's just, it's like that whole security fucking thing we were talking about with the fucking with law enforcement. It's like the same shit. They just do it on a grander scale with the military, and they get a lot more money out of it.
Yeah, except the military is trained better and follows rules of engagement a lot better.
Yeah. Well, you could even go so far as to put those guys onto like SWAT teams when they're not on deployment, rather than have them, fucking hanging around, fucking doing whatever the fuck they're doing.
Picking up pine cones, sweeping the grass,
right.
Hurrying up and waiting, scrubbing bathrooms with toothbrushes. That's what they have them do when they're active duty but not on deployment. They're just doing nonsense.
Well, yeah, it's like not like the SEALs, but they're like fucking constantly on call. But when they're at home, they're just like literally just go home and hang out until they get a call, and then they gotta be fucking
Yeah.
out ready to fucking drill and deploy or whatever. But then you got like any other just like rangers or those guys who they just end up on base fucking doing just countless fucking
Yeah.
simulation exercises and shit, and push up and maintaining all of the fucking equipment that we're not using,
Yeah. Well, and then imagine you got dudes who are on active duty doing stuff like working in the chow hall or like doing data entry or shit like that. What
Well,
do they do when they're not on assignment?
right.
Just, I mean, what this is from what I understand, it's like picking up pine cones on base or, just beating off in a corner or something. It's like, okay, well, I got 4 weeks to wait before my next thing. I don't have any time off, so I don't have any leave time, so I guess I'm just gonna doodly do.
Yeah, they could still go out and pretty much live civilian, like once they're off work hours or whatever, right? Just like
Yeah. Yeah, they can still do normal shit, but it's like, I mean, yeah, but when they're not on assignment for that couple weeks, when they're being shifted from one place to another, it's like, I mean, yeah, they still need to be paid, but also like, why even move them then at that point if they're working an office job or something? Just leave them there.
yeah, makes sense.
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Everything's weird. Everything's fucked up. I mean, I'm weird and fucked up too, so, I guess it takes one to know one.
Yeah, there's always room for improvement, right? We would just keep on trying to improve.
Yeah. I mean, I would rather, instead of improving, everyone come down to my level, and just like fucking vibe. Just like, hey man, let's just like chill out and drink a beer. Just like hang out, man. Let's not just like don't worry about shit. Let's just like go hang out by the river, man.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm antisocial and don't follow rules. I guess.
Let the trees overgrow and the levees break and all of society collapse.
Yeah. Just, it doesn't need to burn. But like, yeah, just, man, just let shit happen. We don't need to be so caught up in all this fucking shit all the time. We could just, hey man, your fucking high stress fucking stock trading job or whatever. You don't got to do that, man. We could just like live out in the woods and set up traps and make a fucking whiskey still and just like hang out and get drunk and eat squirrels.
I think that's the biggest fucking scheme of it all, like the capitalist scheme and the way they do this whole, how the markets work and all this shit. And basically, like the way they have it all set up, it's all built off of debt. That's all credit is. And they give you points for going into debt, yet in that way they make money off of your earnings, but they don't do anything but loan you money that, like, it's like it doesn't, it's like if the system was set up right, you wouldn't need to take out that debt in the first place, but it's like the system wants you to be in debt because they want to make extra money off of you aside from the money they already made off of you through all the other fucking shit they did, like between fucking taxes and fucking you've got to make your wages through labor. They're making capital off of that, so it's like, and over all the layers of how much money each fucking person's taking from you at every step of the fucking way. And at the end of it, they want you to fucking be in debt, It's like, okay.
Yeah, and if you're like me, and hey, I'm piss poor. I ain't got fucking shit to my name, but I also ain't got no debt. I'm penalized for not being in debt or taking out loans because now I don't have a credit score, and every place that wants to rent now wants to check your credit score. So, or you can't get a car without a fucking I can't lease a car. I need a credit score. But it's
Right.
like I have years of receipts showing rent I've paid on time every time. I've got electrical bills. I've got all these fucking receipts. They're either in fucking emails or I have the physical papers of them. Like I can pay you. I can show you my pay stubs. I'll fucking pull it up on my phone. I'll show you how much I make every fucking week. But that ain't good enough. You need a credit score. So you need to be spending money you don't have in order to spend money you do have. What the fuck? How does that make any damn sense? And then people have the audacity to tell you, yeah, no, that's how you show you're responsible with your money. I'm
Right.
sorry. You and I have two different definitions of responsible with your money.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a one-to-one transaction here, sir.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not. I didn't use my credit card to fucking, finance a fucking TV or something because I didn't have the money for a TV. So, like a responsible person, I went on down to the Goodwill or the secondhand store or whatever and just bought one for $25. Yeah, it weighed
The
85
Goodwill
fucking
can take your
pounds.
credit cards now, so that's one way to kind of double down.
Yeah.
Use your credit card at the Goodwill store, and then
Yeah.
round up and donate the change to
Yeah.
charity.
Mhm. Yeah.
And
Well,
that might actually be tax deductible. You can work that one out at the end of the year. Every time you do that.
Oh, I had to get someone at work to set me up with a tax person because my work somehow had the wrong social security number for me for over a year. They didn't even bother checking. You have a photocopy of my social security card. How? It's in my fucking file. How did you fuck that up?
Yeah.
I wrote it down 72 times or whatever the fuck it is for your, hiring on paperwork. I typed it in on the online application and you have a photocopy of it. So, and then it doesn't help that my bank account's in a different name. It's my name, but, I'm trans, so.
Yeah.
Oopsies. So it's even more confusing.
That's
I'm
worse than
I
having
can't.
the wrong address on your identification card.
I don't even have one of those either.
I know.
So it's hey, I'm gonna need someone to fucking do this for me. Okay, it's $25. Sure. Take my money. Have them do this. Thank you.
That was the most awkward part with the cop when he stopped me. He goes, "So where are you from?" I was like, "Well, I just moved from here." And he goes, "Okay, what does it say on your license?" I was like, "Oh, yeah." What does it say? Yeah, that's what it says on my license. Something else, yeah. 3 different places, yeah.
What's weird to me? What's weird to me in Wisconsin, if you move, you don't need to get a new ID. You just fucking there's a form for the DMV, and you just fill out that you moved. And
yeah, it's pretty much the same way they do it here, but they give you only so many weeks or 3 months to do it or something. But
yeah, but then you don't need to get the ID or anything. sometimes they send you a sticker to put
Yeah.
the new address on, but it doesn't matter because they change it in the thing, so the barcode on the back, the cop can just scan it and be like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they also like economized like how long until you're supposed to renew, and if it's like not not upcoming, then they're like, all right, whatever, just wait it out. Like, 'cause
My ID's been expired for like 2 years, so
yeah, I think because when the cops run you, anytime they do run you, like they're gonna see like the last 3 addresses you've had on there or something. Like they don't just see one. Like
yeah, that's the problem. The last address they'll see for me is from 2016. So
it's funny. You can if you Google search me, you can find my address and phone number from 2008.
yeah,
You can
yeah.
probably find my current information too, but that's usually the first thing that comes up when I look at it. I just think it's hilarious.
If you are able to find me, I seriously, because I've been either couch surfing, homeless, or paying in cash for what, 6, 7 years? I don't think you're gonna have an accurate history of where I've lived.
Yeah, no. I mean, most of my shit's pretty much public because I've been on like social media in one form or another as a public figure, and I put my email all over the place and shit, and that's all. I didn't separate, one from the other, so like it was all, my job, online job history and all that shit is linked with my social media history in some way. It's like, okay, that wasn't very responsible, but okay. Anyway, I didn't care back then. So yeah, that's why all that shit's still out there. But luckily, there's some like famous, basketball player from Michigan, I believe, or somewhere over there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is Michigan. Was it the Wolverines?
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
He. So anytime you search my name, he's the first one who's plastered all over there. You have to search pretty hard to find me, unless you know more specifics.
There and within about, okay, this is rural Wisconsin, so 50 miles isn't really that big of a area, but I think within 50 miles there's 7 people with my exact government name.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like my government name is not super common, but well, the other thing is because I'm registered. I mean, that's one way that's easy to look me up as a state employee or whatever, or not state employee, but a state certified person. So that's all public record. So there's that too, but yeah, it's like not a very common name, but common enough. Like, and it's weird because there seems to be like like we have similar patterns. Like I'll find that a lot of other people have the same initials that I do, and they have the same last name, but the first names vary. But we all have the same initials. You know what I mean? Like there's like weird patterns like that.
all right, well, it is past my bedtime. I gotta wake up in like 5 hours to go pay rent. So
Yeehaw. Yeah,
yeah,
it's 2 a.m. here. Last call. And
Yeah.
the piano's been drinking on me. Cheers, Kat. Thank you for coming.
Yep. Have a good one, man. Hey, always good to talk to you, bud.
All right, I'll talk to you next time.
Hell yeah.
This is a lash. It's a piece of effluvia. Do not know. I don't know what's killing me worse, the light or the glare. I forgot. By the time they are... No, that's not right. There you All right. I'll call that good then. Words. End off the night with words and say good night. Good luck.